That's right, some more older movie reviews coming to you guys, but this one's a little bit different. This is going to be a collaboration review, the first of 6 collaboration reviews that I'm going to be doing with Patrick Beatty. Basically, none of us have ever seen the Rocky films, so what we're doing, we're watching the Rocky films for the first time, and we're going to be reviewing them in each of his channels. Like this one is obviously on my channel, Rocky 1, then Rocky 2 is going to be over on Patrick's channel, then Rocky 3 back on my channel, and it's basically going to be back and forth like that throughout all 6 Rocky films to celebrate the release of the upcoming film Creed, which is on November 25th in America, I believe. So yeah, let's kick this off with Rocky 1. So I watched Rocky 1 for the first time today, and I gotta say, I did really enjoy it. First off, I love the character of Rocky. At the start of the film, he's really down on his luck, and you feel sorry for him because he has to do all these different odd jobs all around, and he has to do it as much as he can to get cash, and you can tell his situation is quite dire, and he needs something big time to get his career and get everything back on track financially wise. And then the big fight comes along, and you're like, yes, you chase it, chase your goals. And I just love films like that, where it's like the ultimate underdog film. Like, he's very unknown, so he's gone up against Apollo Creed, and you're like, yes, go beat the world champions. Or I love me a good underdog story. And of course, Sylvester Stallone played the role very, very well. I thought the rest of the performances in this film were pretty good as well, like Mickey, Paulie, Adrian. I thought they were all really good performances in this film, especially Adrian. I like the actress who plays her. She's really shy and really closed off, but like when Rocky comes along, she finally opens up and expresses herself. In that sense, I thought she did a really good job. One thing I like about Rocky is that it's a 2-hour film. It takes 1 hour and 46 minutes to get to the final big boxing fight, but the rest of the film is not boring. It's just really interesting seeing Rocky going around interacting with all these characters and seeing how his life is and how he's training to beat Apollo Creed. And of course the training montages, you know, I mean, they're just as iconic as I thought they would be. And I like how the film is not boring. It's not like one of those films you're just like grinding through it just to get to the final boxing match. It's actually a really interesting film throughout. Plus I like the end boxing match as well, and I like it because it's a realistic boxing match. Like for example in Southpaw, like all the punches you can tell are just like edited in there, and they're just like sound effects put on. But this film, yeah, I know it's like made in the 70s, so we don't have all the good stuff we have today, but I just like how realistic it is. Like the punches actually feel real. They don't feel like forced and punching like boom. It's like just feel like real punches. And I don't know, I just like the final boxing match. I thought it was pretty cool. In terms of any negatives I have with Rocky, I will say yeah, there are a couple of slow parts, but not boring. I'm just saying there are slow parts in the film. Plus I thought the ending was very abrupt. Really abrupt ending. Like the boxing match is going on, then it ends like, yo Adrian, and like, yeah Rocky, I love you, boom, end. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I just would like to have seen how the rest of the characters deal with the whole boxing match, like how Mickey and Paulie would have dealt with it. All those other characters, I would have liked to have seen the resolution to the film more. I just thought it was a very abrupt ending. But apart from that, I really enjoyed Rocky. I don't know, it's a classic film that I never got to watch like back in its day when people liked it a lot. And I'm finally glad that I got to watch it. So to end my part of this video, I'm going to give Rocky a 4 out of 5. But now let's take it over to Patrick Beatty to give his review of Rocky 1. So take it away, Patrick.
Hi Jack, thank you so much for letting me be on your channel today to talk about Rocky. Sadly, I had never gotten the chance to watch Rocky before, so I sat down and me and Jack decided we're going to review every Rocky film up until the premiere of Creed, which should be coming out in the next couple months from here. Rocky's one of the greatest boxing films that's ever been made. It won Best Picture, won Best Director, won Best Editing. There's only really one word that you can use to describe Rocky when it comes to all of the movies that have come out and what the first movie did for film in general. Friends, this movie is iconic. Rocky's about Sylvester Stallone's character, Rocky Balboa, who's for all intents and purposes pretty uneducated, but kind of has the heart of a little puppy, you would think of. Sylvester Stallone actually wrote the script for this movie when he was very poor. He even had to sell his dog to be able to get the script out. He gets in with the wrong people, he's doing some deals on one side, while at the other side, he's doing these boxing ring fights where he's only getting like a nickel for every fight, he's getting paid really cheap, but he's wanting to make something of himself, and he thinks that there's something in him. He's in love with this girl who works at a pet shop named Adrian. Rocky gets the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to fight for the championship title against Apollo Creed, who's actually the one that got him to be able to be in the ring with him. This film ends in a way that a lot of boxing movies wouldn't typically end, and that's another reason why this movie ends up being so iconic. The ending probably took a lot of people by surprise when it first came out, and they were wondering why the ending ended the way it did. Sylvester Stallone did great. The actress playing Adrian was amazing and really real. All of these characters did a wonderful job, and I'd be remiss if I did not mention Mickey, one of the coolest coaches you could ever have and one of the scariest coaches you could ever have. Hey, Rocky, I need to talk to you. I want to be your manager. Yeah, I don't know about that. How you doing, Fish? You doing well, Fish? Apollo Creed did a great job as well. I really like that character, and I really like how he is not really played out to be kind of the villain of this movie, even though some would argue that towards the end he does turn into kind of the antagonist of the movie. I feel like there's no antagonist of the film. Nobody's really a bad guy. The cinematography was very held back. The way that it's held back is because it's trying to emphasize the story more than kind of setting up pretty shots to make it look good and to kind of deviate you away from the story. It really focuses in on the character of Rocky and what his goal is to become the champion. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some beautiful shots, and there's an iconic shot of him when he runs up those stairs and has that overlook of Philadelphia. It is gorgeous, and it's been repeated so many times. Even the music in this film, there's no way that you didn't hear this main score from Rocky at some point in your life. The message of this film is you could do anything if you set your mind to it. And that's a beautiful message to have, and one that's long-lasting. That's why this movie has stand the test of time. People look at Rocky and they think, I can do something because Rocky was able to do this. For Rocky, you have to give it a 10 out of 10. This is a great film. It's an iconic film. Jack, thank you so much for letting me be a part of this review and be in your channel for this. If any of you guys like what you saw here and you want to check out my channel, the next review for Rocky 2 is going to be put up on my channel. Please subscribe to get alerts for when these Rocky reviews are coming out. Subscribe to Jack's channel as well. And if you like this, go ahead and like this button. Alright, Jack, thank you very much for having me, and I will see you at the next review.
So there you have it, guys. That's mine and Patrick's review of Rocky 1, our first time ever watching the film. Like I said, this is going to be the first of 6 collaboration reviews that we're going to be doing on each of his channels. The Rocky 2 review is going to be over on Patrick's channel, so make sure you go over and subscribe to Patrick because he deserves your subscriptions. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. Go check it out and stay tuned for that Rocky 2 review. So the simple question today is, what do you think of Rocky 1? I really don't know any other questions to say, so what do you think of Rocky 1? Whatever your thoughts are, tell me in the comments below. And if you like this stuff, if you want to see more of my stuff, be sure to subscribe because I've got stuff coming to you guys all the time.